Hello and welcome back to another journey on Train Sim World 4. Today is going to be one of the older routes, or DLCs at least anyway. This will be the London Commuter, which is sort of Brighton Main Line from Victoria to Brighton. And this is going to be 1 Juliet 10 from London Victoria to Southampton Central, although it will go to three bridges and then it'll terminate there. After that, it goes round to towards Horsham, which obviously is not supported on this route. Anyway, let's get. Oh, we're going to be in a class 377 as well, a coach one. So let's get started. Okay, so we are in the gloomy depths of London Victoria Station. Let's key in, and we also need to go and enable the AWS. It'll be interesting to see how this works. I've not played this since upgraded to Train Sim World 4, and we know that there was some issues with the lag on this occasionally, especially on older consoles. So it'll be interesting to see if it's worse, better, or unchanged on Train Sim World 4. So if we look outside, what platform are we on? 18, so it's going to be platform 19 then. Yeah, it's all very dingy underneath here. The upstairs part of Victoria is okay, but this bit here is more a bit grim. But it's a very busy station, and this route has so many services on it. I can't remember how many on it now. I want to say 1,200, but it could be more than that. So yeah, so it's coming in 377. So we'll check the lights out. We should be in day running. Excuse me. Tail lights really should always have been left in auto, I think, if it's the same. Yeah, so just go to the other end. When you change over, the tail lights will come on automatically at the opposite end, so you don't have to mess around with the tail lights. So we got that set up, so we're just waiting for the we can get shut the doors now, get the all clear to shut the doors. So it's 20 miles an hour out here, I believe, and we're off. With class 377 is one of these older generation EMUs where the view's not great because they are coupled through, and you get the gangway coming through here. The driver's view is a bit rubbish, to be honest with you. That was a G on that theatre box there. I don't know if that means Gatwick Line or something. I don't know, maybe. Normally they're a little more obvious, like up or down. Well, there's a little stop there. I mean, there's a lot of services on here, so it's not entirely surprising when you get a bit of judder, but we'll see how it goes. If you're going to get it, this will be where it happens. So, and we got how many trains? What on earth is that? It's got some bit of bleaching going on that train. So we get up to 40, so we can put a little bit of power on because we're not doing 20. So, Battersea Power Station there in the distance. Fabulous building, completely emasculated on the outside by the dreadful apartments that they've got built up. On one side where the trains go, it's it's all apartments. You can't see much of it from the railway line anymore, which is a bit of a shame. And inside, I think it's a big sort of shopping centre, from what I gather. I've not been there, but yeah, It's a shame, it's such a lovely building, but I guess had they not built around it, and it probably would have fallen into disrepair. I don't know. Anyway, so we're on our way to Clapham Junction as our first stop. So these 477s are part of the Electrostar family. I'm not driven one of these. I drive 387, which is obviously the same ones they use for the Gatwick Express. Very, very similar inside the PIS and everything. I'm not sure technically what's any difference. Ones I drive OLE, they're not third rail. I do know there's a hill start button here which you have to press in, otherwise you'll. I don't think they have it on here, and if you don't, it just the train can roll back if you don't press the hill start button. You have to go to step 2 on the power controller to release the hill start. So we're up to 45. Our first stop is going to be Clapham Junction, which was once upon a time one of the busiest stations in the UK, or interchanges in the UK. A lot of platforms. I'm sure someone will be able to tell me how. I think the British Ace Joe, he knows more about this line than I do, even though actually I live on the same line, but I don't notice as much, and I don't tend to go to Victoria quite as much now. I tend to travel to yeah, you see a little bit of blur in there. I tend to travel to Farringdon, so it's Thameslink trains, the dreaded 700s. So it's sort of coming into yeah, there's another one of these white ones. I think maybe something's going on here that I don't know about. Maybe it's a reskinned one that's not coming up properly or something. I don't know. Answers on a postcard, please, they say, or they used to say. Anybody's got suggestions as to why they should be white? I think I might do a TSW4. I might do a free roam with a service with the 700 and see how that kind of. I know they don't run out of Victoria, but it might be see what it's like on this line. At least from East Croydon, perhaps, or something like that. East Croydon down to Brighton. I still end up turning all the markers on this. I don't use the markers on this on these routes. I don't need to. I probably ought to turn them off. I might do that whilst we're doing this, actually. Okay, so here we are in East Croydon, our very first stop. Let's get those passengers on and off. So what I'll quickly do, I will go and turn those off because they're a bit annoying. Let's do that. And we turn that off. We'll turn that off just for the moment. And back. Apologies for that, but that turns those off. It's a little bit annoying. Just more handy for doing the new routes that I could turn them on, so I knew where the controls were. So a little bit ahead of time, got a minute or so. My timekeeping is not very good on these games generally. So we've got about a minute to wait. So far so good, it hasn't crashed. I know that people on other platforms have some issues with TrainSim 4 at the moment. I'm not sure what it's related to, but not had that. I had some issues with my DLC that I couldn't download, but I seem to have sorted that out now. So let's have a quick look at Clapham Junction. Yeah, so a lot of all of this area, this London Bridge, No, not London Bridge so much, but all around Victoria and down at Clapham Junction, it's all controlled by Victoria signal box, which is just outside Clapham Junction. So it's not actually at Victoria; it's across the road from here, I'm told. Okay, so we're off. Our next station in stop is East Croydon. And we're off out here. We've got 60 mile an hour speed limit. I do like this route. I think it's good. It's authentic. It has plenty of services. It kind of feels like how a lot of the other routes need to be, really, with lots of stuff going on, lots of services. And this had the rush hour update to it as well. I just think some of the other routes, you look at some of the big stations that are featured in Train World, the Leeds, Manchester's, and Glasgow's, Edinburgh's, Leeds. Did I say Leeds? Anyway, all of those stations, they're very big stations and they're all very busy, but they do have a feeling of emptiness when you go into them, which is a shame, really, because it detracts slightly from the immersion that you get. And you want to see busy stations because they are busy stations. They're not some rural outpost where you might have one or two passengers each time you bring your train into it. They're London terminuses or city, big city terminuses or through stations, and they should really be much busier than they're shown. And maybe that's something that can be addressed. So 6 miles away from East Croydon at 60 miles an hour. We've got a 70 coming up soon. As I said in one of my other videos, I've got the speedo head up HUD on the right hand side there on, because I sit quite away from the TV and it's not easy to see these from a distance, and they're slightly blurred anyway, so I quite like having that on there. Maybe I just need to move my sofa close to the television. That would resolve the issue. But for the moment, it's going to be keep that HUD on just so I can see how fast I'm doing. Okay, so we've got to speed up to 70 now. I used the free roam feature today for the first time, and I really liked it. It was on the Tees Valley line, which is one of my favourites. It took a Class 166 diesel multiple unit on it, and the good thing about it is that some of these challenges that you get, all the route maps and the 40 lights and everything else, you can do it much easier. Just stop it anywhere you like, no timetables or anything like that, and get out and find all these little things and complete them. I didn't realise actually on Tees Valley line there was one for sort of grey boxes, electrical boxes, doors open, then you had to go up to them and it was to be replaced or repaired or whatever it was. Didn't even know that was a thing. So it's quite nice to, the free roam's good. It is good, and you can track, provided you can get the paths set properly, you can go through areas that you might not be able to get to by doing the services or even the scenarios on a lot of them. So yeah, it's good. Really like it. And the new photo mode as well, which doing that and doing that is it's really good. I like it. It's I'm not going to mess around with it, but that makes it so much easier than before trying to get the exact moment you wanted. Okay, we're 65, so we should I should be coming in a few minutes before we get into. So now one of the albino Oh yeah, look a bit sluggish here, wasn't it? Look at that. It's almost in slow mode. Oh, it's not a white one, but it just looks white from a distance. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, there's a red and green one there. The Gatwick Express that seems to be green at one end. Maybe this route is due for an update as well. I think it's a couple of years or 3 years old, I believe. I'm not sure. I feel like I should be driving on a more challenging weather conditions, but I like the nice sunny autumnal days. These little trains are nice to drive as well. They're not difficult. The brakes are, I'm not sure about the 377, but the 387s are very good brakes on them. And yeah, they're nice trains, even if the visibility is a bit rubbish. And if you've got to look over the right hand side for a stop car marker, it's actually very difficult to see out that window. So you have, whereas you're coming in from on the left, they're quite straightforward, but they're versatile trains, and I guess that's why companies use them, and they're pretty reliable as well. Okay, so we're 2 miles away from East Croydon, platform 3. We're just about on time. I've not thrashed it through. I probably ought to a bit more speed. We're going to be slowing back down for a 60 as you come into East Croydon soon. So I feel like I need to know the names of these stations that we go through, but I don't. Oh, slow down. We're going to go over speed otherwise. Okay. See, oh, that little rattling noise is very good because that's what it sounds like in real life. They do rattle just like that, which is kind of funny, right? So we've got a 60 coming up, haven't we? So better bring it down. Oh, there we go. Just okay. So 60 miles an hour. So 1 mile away from East Croydon. Another very busy station. I won't speed up to 60, so it's 45 coming into there anyway, so the little point in speeding up, I need to slow down again for a half a mile. I'll try my there we go. Yeah, that's good. I love that. That's a really good feature. There we go, back in the cab. So half a mile away, so better bring the speed down a little bit. Yeah, there'll be no train. Here we go, coming in. There's a reference, I suppose, if anybody's interested. If you're driving into a station, you want for a good reference point is you want to be around about 25 miles an hour at the platform edge. Depends what sort of train you're driving. If you're a tube train driver, I don't think they need to worry about it because the train just drives itself. But 25 miles an hour at the edge of the platform is a good measure, and you're going to be pretty safe unless it's a very short one. I'll turn the stop marker help thing off now, so I better be careful and make sure I stop at the right place. Oh, a little bit of stop there. Went past it a little bit, but that's fine. We're fully accommodated, so that's the main thing, and we're on time too. East Croydon Station. People who know me will know how much I dislike Croydon. The past couple of times I've just found it just a little bit depressing. But so I apologise if you do live in Croydon. No offence meant, but yeah, it's not my favourite place. Okay, we shut the doors. And we can be on our way. So the next stop is Gatwick Airport. In 15 miles. Hopefully we can put our foot down a little bit once we get out of here. The maximum speeds of these 100 miles an hour. Okay. The 387s maximum speeds are 110. That's the other difference. Not any restricted signals yet, so which is good. Although sometimes that makes the journey a little bit more interesting if you've got some challenges like signals to watch out for. It's one of the reasons I prefer stopping routes where you've got a few stations rather than just long high-speed routes where you have massive distances between stations. East Coast Main Line is a little bit like that. You do have big gaps between stations. It's quite a nice route, that particular route, but yeah, I prefer one with a few more stops in, to be honest. Okay, we're up to 60, so we'll power off now. As you can see, there's just so much going on this route. It does feel very realistic in that, right? To that extent, which is what it's all about. It's not just about the graphics in here or the sounds of the motors. Those things are important too, but also the realism when you're outside, looking around perhaps and seeing how many other services there are, all determine what sort of immersive experience you're going to get. Excuse me. This cab is, let's say, I don't know if it's much different to the 387, but it looks pretty good, and that helps. That all makes a difference, making you feel like you're in the room. Or do you speed up? I'm not doing very well here. You stop talking and pay attention to the speedo and get going. It's quite a slow route until you get outside of East Croydon heading down. Still feels a little bit jerky. So this is I'm playing this on a PlayStation 5, so it's fairly high spec for that, and you still get a little bit of the judder. It's not bad. You don't get any complete freezes, but there are some times where you can get it slowing down. I think there's probably some sort of need for some optimization for this. Whether that will happen, I don't know. So we get up to 90 now, which I think is the fastest you get on this line. I don't think there's any 100-mile-an-hour stretches, although I'm happy to be proved wrong. So annoying. There's a bug where the external camera view button doesn't work properly. There it does now. There we go. Just again, just a little bit of judder there. Put it on this side, one can go into the bushes. Let's throttle it back a little bit. Back in the room. So let's give it a little bit more. So we're up to 83. We've got 11 miles to lovely Gatwick Airport. Another station that isn't very appealing. It's very dark and dingy and congested, and the halls above the station are not very nice either. But hopefully that will be remedied when they finish their works that are currently going on at Gatwick Airport to make it a bit more user friendly. So look out the window. So I think down there, I could be wrong, but I think that's the slower of the lines. They're off. There's a fast line and a slow line. I think that down there is a slow line, which is the stopping services. Yeah, 90 miles an hour still. So I'm guessing that's as fast as you get down here. Like I said before about other routes, this is all third rail DC, and I think it's much nicer visually than the overhead line equipment. It doesn't spoil the view, especially from the driver's cab, where you've just got all these metal structures flying past you. It's not so bad if you're in a passenger because they fly by so quickly you barely notice them, but when you're in the cab, you're looking ahead, you can see them all coming towards you. It's not as nice, and this is a lovely route. There's lots of countryside that these pass through once you get to the other side of Croydon. Oh, going a bit fast, just pull it down a little tiny bit, there we go. And out the tunnel. I think I should try and find out a bit more about this route, junctions and places like that, so I can give a bit more information when we're going along. Right, let's just take the speed. I think we're on a downhill gradient because it's picking up a little speed. So we've got 7 miles to Gatwick. Yeah, again, things are looking very autumnal. The sort of colours of the leaves seem to have changed. Let's bring the speed down a little bit. It's looking nice out there in the South Downs, which I think we must be getting close to by now. Okay, we'll lift a bit too much off there. We're getting up to an 80 in a second. For short, and there's a warning board for it, yeah. Just for I know it's a bit of asked in the past about, well, there's no AWS magnets for speed restrictions, or speed reductions I should say. Generally speaking, you don't get AWS magnets for speed reductions unless it's more than 30%. It might be 30% or more, I think. So going from 90 to 60, for example, you probably get an AWS magnet for that. Going from 90 to 80, you won't. It would be nice. I'll back up to 90 now, so we'll go back up. The last 5 miles into Gatwick. Oh, it's annoying me, that. Oh, there's a half and half. We're outside, let's bring the speed down a little bit. Yeah, it's nice. Look, seems to be running okay. Little sort of stutters there, here and there, but yeah, it's okay so far. I appreciate it might be that like that on all platforms. I know some of the 8th gen consoles have had some issues with this route and some others, I believe, and I think you can get sort of the light versions where there aren't so many services running, just to reduce the workload on the console, so you don't get the issues. And we've had green lights all the way. It's not a bad day's work, that, so far. The signaller's obviously on our side today. We're outside again. Let's go and look over what we've got around here. It's a long straight line coming towards Gatwick. I'm guessing we should get slowed down coming into Gatwick, but I'm not sure. Okay. Right, let's reduce that a little bit and downhill a little tiny bit again. It's a mile and a half away. Start slowing down in a moment. Oh, is that the... I think that was the Reigate service, I think. Okay. Went past then. Gatwick, Reading, Reigate. Right, let's just slow it down gently now. So we're getting the in, we've got a 60 mile an hour coming up, so let's get that down. Let's keep it in 2. I want to put it in 3 at this rate, and we're bringing it down a bit quicker. There we go. Could have probably kept it in 2, would have been alright. But better to get it down quickly rather than go skating past the end of the platform, which would be really annoying and easily done. Stop it, there we go. Okay, so here we are at Gatwick Airport. So all this is a building site at the moment. There's cranes and scaffolding and workers. Are we on time? Yeah, we are, about a minute early, I think. I expect to see more people with cases here, wouldn't you? I mean, that's when I go through there. All it is people with with cases waiting to get their train up to London, I presume. Are the ones that have just flown in or just waiting to go to another airport, perhaps, I don't know. Oh, we were very early. Let's go look over here then whilst we're waiting.
Mind the gap.
Yeah, this new. Yeah, I'm a bit annoying, this little bug of the external views at the moment on the PlayStation. Now, see, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So we've got a Gatwick Express train here. 387, as I say, it's not much to choose between the two of them. One's a bit faster than the other, although on this line I suspect they're probably exactly the same speed. And there's the Gatwick Express with its half and half one. Okay, we're off. Our next stop will be Three Bridges in a couple of miles. A station I know very well. There's a lot of planes coming in. So we're up to 70 miles an hour. Might as well give it full pelt because we're never going to get up to 70 before the speed changes anyway. And the car parks look suspiciously empty. Must have been done during COVID, this one. Normally the car parks are full to the brim. So a couple of miles and we're in Three Bridges. At this rate, we'll be lucky if we get to 90 miles an hour before it starts slowing down again. But I'll say we definitely won't get to 90 miles an hour. Maybe 80. Yeah, I think for my next one, if I can get a Class 700 on here and do the route maybe from Gatwick to from East Croydon to Brighton, see how that is. I know everybody loves those trains. I'm not a massive fan myself, but I get that they have a following. Turn a double yellow there, so really should be bringing our speed down. I suspect the next signal is the one that's going to protect Three Bridges, so it'll be a single yellow, but the red will be at the end of the platform. So we'll slow it down. Oh, we're going across, but it's a bit better bring it down to 40 then, otherwise we'll be hammering over the junction at the wrong speed. Okay, it's 40 mile an hour sets of points then. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to platform 3. Yeah, you'd have to be in platform 3 or 4 to be able to go round towards Horsham, otherwise I don't think you can get across from the other two lines there. I think they go down to Brighton. There's no way of getting across from those two lines to over here. And we're in nice and early. It's pretty amazing considering not always that early on real life. Okay, we just rolled to the end of the platform now. As another set comes through. It's like the stop markers, everything's at the end anyway. It says 9 to 12, but I presume that means 8 as well. The idea is to get them in the window here, and you're done then. Okay, so we'll unlock the doors. I think we're on time. We're actually a little tiny bit early.
Feel free to contact
That's 3 bridges.
staff.
So around here, not this bit here, but there's 3 bridges. Signalling ASC, which is the signalling centre, around here, and there's a depot. I believe there's the rail depot, and then you've got the train care depot over there, which is on you've got the big signalling centre, and that's it. So we've done. So how do we do? And we got a gold. I don't know. Do you get platinums on these ones? I don't know. Probably not. Maybe only the new ones you get a platinum on. Anyway, that was okay. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you got any comments, please leave them below, as everybody says. And hope to see you again soon. Thanks very much. Bye bye.